I'm a huge fan of Dead by Daylight. When I saw the trailer for Hooked on You, I thought this was going to be an absolute smash hit of a game. I thought it was going to be like Honey Pop 2, where it had that really nice blend of comedy and romance and really great mini games with a satisfying story. I played this game for an hour and we had to turn it off. It was so incredibly boring. There's really nothing redeeming about it. The first 5 minutes are pretty good. After a while, it's just the same monotonous, long, long text without any breaks or anything like that. The mini games are garbage. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. For $10 this cost? The overall story is you wake up on a beachfront, you have no memory of who you are, what you're doing here, or anything like that, and then you find four of the killers from Dead by Daylight. You find Huntress, Trapper, the Spirit, and the Wraith. Eventually, the Trickster shows up too. Who knows if other characters show up? We only played this game for, like I said, about an hour, and then we just had to turn it off, though. It was so draining eventually. This game feels almost incomplete. I'm going to keep using Honey Pop 2 as a reference because that is the absolute standard of what a game like this should be, though. Where you have to romance each of the characters separately to gain, favor with them, so you gain more power-ups, so when you do the mini games, things can be more easy, or whatever it was. It just, there was nothing to the decision making of this game. I feel like the choices you make in the game don't actually equal to what's being said. It's not like the game Mass Effect where the choices are so vastly different from each other. And that's what was so uninteresting about this, that there was no real free will of anything like that. In fact, the game kind of tells you at some point, kind of like the game Super Hot, where it says that they're in control and you don't have anything to do except go along what's going on with it. It just, there was no individuality with this game, though, which is something I rarely look for in a video game, but in a game where I'm making decisions of who I want to romance and how I want to romance, and if I make the wrong decisions, I could actually get killed in the game. And for, like I said, $10, I would have rather spent $10 in microtransactions for the game. It just went on too long, and who knows if the game gets better. I feel like playing a straight hour of the game and I guess completed in the first part because when we stopped playing, they did some testimonial thing where the characters are talking in front of a camera and they're kind of telling you the progress of your character with them. But that whole thing could have been just done with some kind of a progress bar with each of them or something like that, though. I would have liked to romance all of them at the same time in a way where you can kind of keep jumping over to them to maybe get to know a little bit more about them, but if you're straight up telling me who do I want to hang out with, of course I'm going to pick Huntress. I have no reason to pick the Wraith or the Trapper, and the Spirit's kind of boring. She's just typical, you know, quirky girl that's not like other girls, so I really didn't have much interest in her at all. Obviously, from the beginning we wanted to go with Huntress, but there was just there was no substance. And that's what I think the biggest problem is that it didn't give me a reason to want to keep playing. It didn't give me a reason to want to get to know the characters better. I couldn't tell if this was going to be a all erotica, screw fest or something like that, or just I don't know what I was expecting with this game though. I was hoping for fun. I was hoping for just a fun experience with interesting mini games and dare I say, a deeper storyline of something. But if all the mini games I played right now is just press the space bar to get close to the little circle, after the first hour, I wanted to turn this game off so badly and tell Steam, hey, this game is corrupted files, just get a money back refund or something like that, though. I feel like the game's not done yet. And that's why I don't want to really say the game is garbage, don't buy it. I mean, it the game is garbage, don't buy it. But it just feels like it's not done yet. It almost feels like that you're waiting for some kind of patch to come out, and they're going to say, okay, well, we screwed up with this, though, but we're going to give you guys a free patch of something. Almost like, what was that game, No Man's Sky, where they screwed up from the beginning when they put it out there, and then they just kept trying to work on the game, and then made it into an actual fantastic game. That's what I feel like this game should have been. That's why it's so utterly disappointing playing it and finishing and giving this review, because I wanted to love it. Me and my wife are huge Dead by Daylight fans, so when we saw a romance dating simulator of the game with the character models the way they are, it just looked like it was going to be a fun experience. but I feel like they were extremely lazy with it though. Some parts were fun, some parts were, interesting getting to know them in certain ways, but overall, it was not a rewarding experience. I can't imagine picking this game up anytime in the future unless there is a massive overhaul by the developers where they come out and say, hey, sorry, we screwed up. We spent a year on making this game really, really great. We made the mini games better. We made the decision based choices a lot better. We gave a lot of variety of different things. But right now, don't buy this game at all. I don't think I doubt they're gonna fix this game up or anything like that. They're gonna say, "Hey, sorry, we thought you guys would like it. Our bad." But I know Dead by Daylight has a thousand different microtransactions of different skins and characters you can get and stuff like that. I can't imagine this game surviving any longer than a couple weeks because you can't really make DLC for a game that is subpar at best. I'm trying to be nice because I want the game to be good, and I feel like it could be good. But right now, in its present state, don't buy this game. Don't waste your money. And that's all I gotta say about it. So let me know what you guys think about this, but this is a really, utterly disappointment for me.